look exactly like how I feel right now. So I think 3 weeks out means I'm allowed to have 3 coffees a day. Is that a rule? I'm pretty sure. I am 100% feeling exhausted. I don't know if it's, I mean, I know it's definitely prep, but it's also Maya, like we're all not sleeping really well. I think that we're on about 3 weeks of her not sleeping well for at least 4 or 5 nights a week. She's got her like little eye teeth. 3 of them came through, and maybe her molars are coming through, her final ones, but she's up all through the night. Like I'm talking 9:30, 11, 1, 3:30, 5, and that's when she wakes up at 5. So it's like, I don't think I have had a stretch of 5 hours in a row for weeks. And I'm used to that, you know, like all mothers will just be like, yep, it's just normal. But I just think with the dieting, like with the training, I am, really feeling depleted right now. I still can't believe I have breast milk, hey? I cannot believe that hasn't dried up. I thought that with the intensity of all of this, it would be gone. But I think, of course, my body's prioritizing her, but I am somewhat suffering in that regard. You know, on that note, I should say I got my bloods done a couple of weeks ago because I was curious to see if I had any deficiencies or what was going on with my hormones. And surprisingly, everything came back as amazing. Like my doctor was like, you have no deficiencies, like your iron's good, hormones look good. Like, I'm shocked. I am so shocked. I wonder if I got them done this week though, what they would say. It's 3 weeks out. I'm feeling, wouldn't say I'm as excited as last week. I think it's starting to kind of be like, all right, like let's fucking get this going now, you know? Like it's been a long time. I've been dieting since I was 25 weeks out. So I've been dieting for 22 weeks right now. So I'm definitely feeling like I'm ready to be in a maintenance phase or a build phase, like any other phase, please. That would be great. But what I'm actually doing right now is I'm driving to a gym that's like 1 block away from my studio, which I don't go to. But my gym is like a 20-minute drive from here, and I teach another class in an hour and a half. So I would rather just pay for a day membership at this other gym to not waste time so I can get everything done, because I would love to be done my training before I'm done working, so that when I am done, I can go home, eat some food, work with clients on my computer, but not feel like I have to like overexert myself again until I go pick up Maya from daycare. Anyways, I'm here. I'm gonna get this training session done. I don't wanna be here. I don't wanna do this. Just for everyone who thinks that people who train have motivation all the time, that is bullshit. I don't wanna do this, but I do it because it needs to get done. And so, again, my emotion right now is telling me no, but I know that my emotion is my mood, and my mood is bullshit. So I'm here. I'm gonna get it done. Let's go. Thank you, baby. Do you like your sink? Lots of water all over the floor.
There's no 귀가 아는 순간 두려워 에어컨 영원할 수 없는 걸 사랑한 마음이 따뜻해져 갈 때면 난 정말 소중했어 영원히 널 간직하고 싶어 어린 눈을 꼭 감았지.
So breakfast today, 60 grams of raisin bran with 5 grams of peanut butter powder and 20 grams of whey powder mixed and then blended with water. I know it seems weird, but it tastes so good. Good morning, welcome to my video. We are 3 weeks out. It's a Good Friday. It's a Good Friday for the fact that we haven't had any sleep in 3 weeks.
The last 2 nights have been epic though.
Yeah, we had 2 good nights of sleep, which is great. But now Maya and I seem to be both coming down with a cold, which is a little bit difficult. At least she's not coughing too much during the night, though, which was good, hey? Like last night, she didn't cough too bad.
I didn't wake up once.
Did you not? She woke up a few times, but it wasn't that much. So that's good. So I'm feeling really run down. I am averaging 3 coffees a day at this point. I thought I was feeling incredible last week, and it's been very polarizing. It's like not only does she wake up a lot in the night, but she's like tossing and turning, like
punching, kicking,
and kicking us in her sleep. We all co-sleep, so it's definitely been a big few weeks. We've made her a floor bed, and we're trying to work on that, and hopefully that will help her and us all sleep better. Oh, achoo! Thank you. So it's high carb day. So I had some sultana bran for breakfast, which is great. I'm also just not feeling like I want a lot of food right now because I'm not feeling the best, but it's nice just to have something like quite simple like that. Yeah, I don't know if I'm tired because of prep or if I'm exhausted because of just a few hard weeks of parent life, or if it's just a stacking of everything.
Tell everyone that all your clothes are falling off you.
He makes fun of me because all my clothes are falling off now. These used to be tight, and now they're like. I put on a pair of my jeans that are supposed to be like tight, and they're so baggy now. Like they're like mom jeans.
Mom jeans?
Mom jeans is like a style. It's like baggy.
Ah. Okay. Well, you're rocking that for sure.
So, I'm lucky that Chris is my partner, and he has experienced prep for like years and years because his mom has done how many comps? Like 10 years of competitions or something?
Something like that.
So, we've had no couple arguments around prep at all.
But you're also like, your emotions are never, you never express any emotion like that. Like you're aware of how you're feeling.
Like reactive.
Yeah, you're never reactive, or even when you, off the record, even when you have your period, like you've never lashed out at me or.
Yeah, that's a choice.
Like,
that's definitely a choice.
I've never even known when you've been on it or anything. Like,
yeah,
so
true.
that's mainly you, babe.
I mean, yeah, I think with period, I definitely think it's important. Like, we're all more emotional during.
If anything, I'm the one who gets my period, and Leanne cops it from me.
But yeah, so we've been really lucky. It's been very smooth. Yeah, baby. Do you want boobie? Okay. But I think as well, like outside of my reactions to it too, I do think that there is I'm very lucky that you don't project either, though. Do you know what I mean? Because you could easily be a partner that's like constantly whining that I can't eat with you and asking me if I hate what I'm eating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there'd be a way to bring it to the surface over and over again, and you don't do that either. So it's easy for me not to react.
Well, look, when you're not on this diet, you eat half my bloody food. So now at least I get leftovers for lunch. So you can diet forever if you want. That means I just get more food.
Yeah, you do get a lot of food now.
He always has lunches prepared now, which is different than when I was in my build phase. When I was in my build phase, I was eating like
More than me.
yeah,
You eat more than me.
I was eating 3,000 calories, and I remember being like, I'm so sick of eating this much food. I never want to do this again. And now that I'm in the extreme of the cut, I'm like, I have so much appreciation for the build phase, and I cannot wait to be back there.
Mm.
So we're going to try to have our second baby after nationals. Who knows how long it will take for me to fall pregnant, but
Kid's ready.
the kid's ready.
Give me a time and a day and I'll be there.
So Scott changed my macros for this week. So he's actually cut me by 200 calories a day and increased my steps from 10,000 to 12,000. I think he really wants to push the conditioning for this last week, because then after that we're 2 weeks out, and he wants me just to be in a really good place. We want to see if I can hit under 57 kilos to see what I look like, if that's too conditioned or if that's ideal for stage. So yeah, it's Easter time, but it's more strict for me. We're gonna go and get Maya changed and then go to a cafe and get a really nice coffee. So we're thinking about going to South Bank today. We're gonna go to the park, Maya, later on. How does that feel? Does that sound okay? Easy way to get some steps. Meal 2 is 100 grams of lettuce, 350 grams sweet potato, 75 grams green beans, turkey mince, and half fat mayo. So Chris is at the footy, and I just got Maya to sleep. It's 7:45. We ended up not going to South Bank. We didn't do anything today. We realized I'm not feeling very well, so I wanted to take it easy. I still went and I got my 8K steps today. Today is my deload day, so I only had to do 8K steps. We just went to a park nearby the house, but we kept it pretty mellow. When Maya went for a nap at lunchtime, I actually just lied down as well for like 20 minutes. This week is super polarizing compared to last week. I feel like prep has hit 3 weeks out. I feel like it's really mentally difficult right now. But luckily, I finished all of my training on Thursday because our gym's closed this weekend for Easter weekend anyways. So I have the next 3 days just to kind of relax. I did my 8K steps today. Tomorrow, the next day, I just have to do 12K steps. And my calories have been cut. So on my rest days now, I'm having 1450 calories, and on my training days, 1550. So that's a cut of 200 calories a day every day. For my high carb day today, I actually didn't have rice. I kind of feel like high carb days are just messing with me a bit, and I wanted to do something that felt like a little bit more similar to what I do anyways. So I just had a larger portion of sweet potatoes and no rice, and it just made me feel a little bit less like fiending for more carbs. Because usually I just have like 250 grams of sweet potato in my lunch, where now for today I had 350 for lunch and dinner. And I think that just keeping it similar to the week will make me not feel so crazy about the carbs the next day. It's usually the next day that's more difficult for me, like after having all of that food. So I just didn't want to do that now. It's funny. I thought that leading closer to the competition would get easier. And it's definitely getting more difficult. It's like I've got to be more careful with everything, because just because I'm about to be on stage doesn't mean I'm on my best behavior. I think if anything, it's just been so long that I so badly want to just like chill out a bit. So yeah, it's been a really interesting week. Like performance wise in the gym, haven't performed my best. Got everything done that I needed to. Definitely didn't hit any PBs. Chris and I were speaking more about my moods and stuff, and if it seems like I've been in prep. And he was like, he's like, even though you're not reactive, like the last few weeks, you've been dead. Like just your personality, your attention.
And so something that I did today, which is a little bit strange maybe, Chris was saying that he was going to have a kind of tech-free weekend just to clear and reset. And I was kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, other than making this YouTube, like maybe I need a little bit of a clearing. I haven't done that in a long time. So I actually went through my Instagram and I deleted all the IFBB girls who I haven't like personally made a connection with, and even a lot of the pros other than like my top favorites. And I just thought to myself, I'm like, stop filling your mind with this so close to the competition. You know, like I'm already someone who's like quite hyperactive mentally. And so even with Instagram, it's like constantly like thinking about content and doing this and comparing this and looking at this competitor. And I don't think it's unhealthy. Like I know everyone always says this competition's about you, and it is. But I also think that if you're an athlete, like competition is strategy. Like I do think it's good to look at your competition. Like when I played sport, like when I was in provincials, like we watched film of all other teams playing all the time. Like you had to. Like that was part of the strategy. And so it doesn't intimidate me to look at other competitors. But I do just think now that it's 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, like there's not much more we can do anymore as far as strategy goes with my posing. So I think it's like just keep focusing on myself, kind of minimize the distraction, the consumption of online. And I'm just going to try to minimize my usage for a few days. I kind of think like as far as a reset goes, since I'm not training for these next few days, it would be nice to also avoid a lot of stimulants other than coffee. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this hot chocolate drink and probably call it a night. I'm exhausted. I'll probably be in bed by 8:30 p.m. There's much more to post about in this video. I feel like 3 weeks out is definitely just me exhausted. I think that's a reality of this week, and that's probably where I'll leave it. Anyways, I'll chat to you guys soon.